Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Salt City Live. Nick, we're here.
Here we are.
It's a Wednesday evening, ready to go. We missed last week. We were all gone. Of course, we don't have Kyler tonight either, do we?
No, we don't. Kyler is, we're all still muted.
No, we're not. 1-3.
Oh, okay.
1-3.
All right.
We're good.
Maybe we're not.
We're not muted. Everybody hear us?
Anyway, we're all traveling all over the place. So.
Yeah, we were having all kinds of stuff. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We'll get you some live updates of everything that's happening on the track. We're working on dates for 2025. Going to have to do a little alteration. We sent two sets of dates to the fair board, and I shouldn't say to the fair board. We sent them over to Brian at the general manager for him to start approving and giving us some dates. He's kicked back a few. We've get some more. Now we're going to have to change our kick it back a few that we changed too.
We're going to have to change it again. So here, switch me to 4. I think 3 is not happy. There we go. Okay.
Anyway, so we need to get you up to date on that kind of stuff. We'll keep working on the dates, getting very, very close. I'm going to tell you, I've got a contract on our end that's probably 95% done, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yep. So
it's going back for the second revision from us to our attorney. I'd love to get that in Brian's hand this week. Not sure that can happen. It might be next week before we get the contract into Brian's hands for 2025 and moving forward. So it's going to be exciting on that side too, getting that taken care of. And again, we're not going to get that approved until October, just because of that's going to be, they will not meet with us in September due to the fair. I understand that totally. The fair is a busy time for them. That's their best time of the year to get going. So we won't meet with the fair board in September. We'll be there in October. Hopefully it'll be a slam dunk, easy deal to get this approved this time, but I hope we can get everything worked out with Brian before he sends that to the fair board real easy and make things happen.
I don't know why they wouldn't want to do it.
I don't either.
I guess we'll see. But it won't be for lack of effort. I can promise you that.
That's exactly right. So anyway, again, sorry about last week. I was gone. Nick was gone. And Kyler was at the Knoxville Nationals. So it was kind of hard for all of us to get on. I didn't think Kyler would want to do it by himself over the phone, right?
Yeah, I doubt it, but definitely not from a suite at Knoxville anyway. But I don't know. Next year we may all have to go to the Knoxville Nationals. So
something like that, right?
Sounds like fun.
So anyway, we'll get to our sponsors one more time. And again, there's a bunch of sponsors that are helping us with that. Can't thank everybody enough that's helping us there. Murphy, I think I can rattle them off pretty easy. I think Murphy Tractor and Equipment. Of course, I haven't talked to Mike in a while. I need to call Mike and get caught up with Mike and see how he's doing and everything else too. But Murphy Tractor and Equipment, Richard and Brothers Construction, Ox Materials and Andale Equipment, Ample Oil and some Diesel, Phoenix Recovery helping our wrecker. And again, glad we haven't had to use our wrecker very much, but we haven't.
He doesn't have to move a lot. He doesn't burn much gas.
Jackson Meat and Egbert Liquor helping us out with all the VIP stuff. BG Products, and again, we got a lot of exciting stuff coming with BG. For next year and stuff too. Construction Rental, thank you for the lights. And Agri Center, thank you for the side-by-side. Zener, thanks for keeping the lights on for us. And of course, Evans Construction is also helping out with Ox Construction and Andale putting up the walls. And of course, we couldn't do it without those fantastic water trucks.
Awesome,
aren't they? And then the big tractors that Seth and his crew from Can-Equip is bringing up. And guess what? They took our picker because we had a little tire issue.
Had a little problem with the picker, but
Seth has got the picker and getting her all fixed up for us. We'll have a little bit better situation on the picker coming back for us. So thank you, Can-Equip. Thank you, all your sponsors. We'll stay tuned for 2025 on more and better things we're going to do. But again, we're off for a little while. We're not going to be back in until September the 20th. We got to get through the fair from that part. And again, Nick, I don't know how you feel about it, whatever. I'd like to eventually see if we can ever get a race back at the fair time. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be exciting, but we'll just have to see how we get moving with that from that part too.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think it's impossible, but I think we should try it at some point. So
yeah, I get it. So
it would be a lot of fun. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So anyway, recap of the last race from August the 3rd. It was a great night. Had a good show, good truck. The track was back into great shape. Had some great racing and stuff too.
It was
from that part. So excited for that. Nick, you want to kind of everybody's asked how the attendance numbers were. So Nick, the attendance numbers coming through were
so we had 1,155 people in the stands, and we had 52 cars in the pits. So it was a pretty good night. It was a little lighter on the fan count than kind of what we were used to, but we kind of expected that. It was, end of summer break. School was getting ready to start. Everybody was kind of getting last minute vacations in. I know that's what we did. And, the following week. So we went on vacation for a week and, we were racing on top of another track again that night, and it was a Saturday. So, but it was still really good. I mean, I thought, 1,150 people, we'll take it.
Yeah. And Robert Calhoun took a little spell on us there. Apologize for that, Robert. I'm glad
give us an update.
Biggest thing, he scared me to death. But he is fine. He is great. And I've been checking on him every so often and stuff too. And that night when he was there, I knew when he started singing, he didn't sound as good as he did, but I didn't even register anything about it whatsoever. But I'm glad he's okay. Everything's fine there with Robert. And Robert, again, appreciate everything you do for us and help us with everything that you do to keep us on this national anthem and the prayer and everything else too. So Robert,
Yep.
Most importantly, I'm just glad that you're okay.
Yep.
So
100%. So scared us all, but.
So anyway, next race, September the 20th. That will be our last points race.
Yep.
We will be doing some championships.
Yeah.
Claiming our champions and everything for the first year, which is going to be fun.
It's going to be cool
from that part. And I'm gonna jump out of order here just a little bit. Of course, we got September the 20th, and then we're going to roll into October the 5th. And October 5th is going to be our open mod show. And I got to tease a little bit. We got something else on top of the open mod show that should be pretty good. We don't have it inked in the deal just yet, but we're going to have another pretty cool class, I think, to jump on top with the open mods. And remember, open mods, it's kind of a fun deal we're going to do here. 2,500 pounds. Well, we back to 2450, didn't we?
Yeah, 2450.
2450, 5-inch spoiler. Any motor you want, as long as it's carbureted.
And has a steel block.
Steel block. 5-inch spoiler, 8-inch rim, 8-inch tire, and I don't care what tire you want to run. You
round
can run
and black.
Round and black. Any tire you want, but it's got to be an 8-inch contact patch tire. And 39-inch deck spoiler at the end of the race. And that's the only rules we're going to put out there. You guys do what you want. Turn whatever you want to do from that part. RPM, don't care. If you want to zack that thing 10,000, zing it. If you got something that can zing 10,000, I guess go ahead, right?
That's right. Yeah. We're not going to check your rev limiter.
Not going to do that either, too.
No,
So anyway, very cool on that part. So get ready for October the 5th mods, and we'll have like I say, we're 99%. We think we have our support class to go along with that, and a pay. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to pay. I know what we want to do. We're not going to put that out there just yet because I think Nick's going to freak out when I tell him what I want to do.
Oh, I'm not. I've been around you long enough. I'm not going to freak out.
So it's going to be a nice payday. Okay. So don't worry about that, mod. You're going to be well worth your time to load your stuff up and drive over to Hutch and come race with us and have some fun. So that should get us all done for the year, getting every class that wanted to race with us at Hutch to race. Got some exciting stuff for 2025 for everybody. Excited for what we're going to do and what we're going to have that from that part. So anyway, John LaSalle claiming the championship. How's that going to work for the hobby since they're dropped out after the second race? Buddy, we have to have, according to IMCA, you have to have 4 races to claim a champion. So I'm sorry the hobbies aren't going to get a champion. But, John, I really appreciate you coming running with us and everything else you did from that part. Are we going to bring hobbies back for next year? Yeah, I'd love to bring them back from that part. And hopefully we can get schedules put together and get all that stuff done because I'd love to have the hobbies back.
100%.
So we'll figure that out.
The more the merrier.
So we are going to have a banquet, and it is going to be in Hutchinson, and it is going to be, I would love to get it done in November. I don't like doing those later in the year or in the start of the first year or whatever. So we will get some dates in November. We will be doing it in Hutch from that part too. We'll have some announcements on that coming down the road too from that part. I was hoping to have some locked in better, but I didn't get everything done today to prove 100% what we're going to do and where we're going to do it in Hutch. We'll be recognizing the top 5 of each class. And the top 5 of you do want to be there. It will be worth your time to be there.
Oh, yes.
So we'll get the food worked out, get the beverages worked out, all that kind of stuff too, but excited for what we have in store for the awards banquet for our first one there in Hutchinson. So
yeah, and I know Lisa Hamilton well enough. It'll probably be one of the coolest racing awards banquets you've been to.
Exactly. For those you know, we had I think it was 3 years we did the Wichita International Dragways banquet here in the dealership. We're not going to do that. We're going to do it over in Hutch. I think we've got a pretty good venue ready to go for that too. And again, don't have it locked in, inked in yet, but probably as soon as we get off the podcast, it will be inked and stuff too. We'll catch you up next week on what we're doing there.
Yeah.
So some exciting stuff there.
So
in that
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Also, stay tuned for 2025. I tell you, what we got up our sleeve, what we got going. Hang tight. It's going to be a fun ride for who wants to jump on and want to race with us. And I know it's going to be a fun time in the crowd from that part. Charlie and his gang's got some exciting stuff for 2025. He's got a new, what do you want to call that area? He hasn't named it yet.
Yeah, he calls it the patio bar, but I think he's going to name it something else more official. But man, that thing is sweet. He's added on to the beer garden out there, and he's that guy's got it going on, man. He's got a cool vision of all that stuff.
Yeah, so can't thank Charlie and Carrie enough. They've done a great job helping us support you in the grandstands and also having a nice track. I mean, in the pit side and that stuff too. And got some exciting stuff on that side too. Got a tease on the pits. What we're planning on, what we want to do for next year also. So again, hang tight for a lot of exciting stuff. This is going to be kind of a short show tonight. Not much to talk about. We got a long time. I call it a long time. It's going to be here before we know it to go race again in September. And
and Alan, our tech guy, he's on vacation. He's texting us pictures of the cocktails he's drinking right now. So
that's not fair.
That's not fair at all.
No, that's not fair at all. So we'll paybacks or you know what. So all right. Can you, since Kyler can't join us tonight, can you give a DCRP update? Can you do that, Nick?
Probably. Here, give me 2 seconds.
Going to get things set up there too. So I think we got one more race up there for we crown a champion in Dodge too. I think is right. Well, I'm thinking right on that standpoint too.
Yeah. So we're going to have our final points race on Friday the 20th, and the final points race at Dodge will be the 21st.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Remember, we planned it that way
for this year.
Yeah.
I thought Kyler had one more race.
He does. I think it's the 24th of this month.
Yeah, and then that's it for him, I thought.
And then he's got one next month too.
He's got one in September?
Get back from Boone.
After we get back from Boone? Okay.
Yeah. So, and then on tomorrow night, they're having Thursday Night Thunder at Dodge City Raceway. So they're going to run stock cars, hobby stocks, and sport compacts. So that'll be a pretty cool deal to watch. And then Friday night at Dodge City is the Boot Hill Showdown for the ASCS National Sprint Car Tour, 360 sprint cars. And they're also going to run 3 classes of micro sprints on the little track. So that'll be a good one. That will be on Dirt Vision. And and then the next time we go there will be the 24th of this month. So next Saturday.
So he has 2 points races yet to go.
Yep. And then September he's got a big short track micro sprint race, and then the 21st of September is their final show with the DCRP final points night. So in conjunction with the final points race at Salt City.
Fantastic. Okay. So I got not up on all the news, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
So anyway, anything coming through the chat line? Looks like everybody's saying hi to everybody.
Benny Dick says hi. Benny Dick is the biggest Kansas City Chiefs fan I've ever met.
You got to back up a little bit because there's a few more up here.
And
John, Ron Brubaker, Jeremy Kane, John Silva,
Jim Petty.
Adrian, how you doing, buddy?
And Nathan Ashley says, can you announce my birthday on here? Happy birthday.
Nathan, is your birthday? Adrian was upset with me last week, too.
What was he so mad about?
Because we wasn't going live. So, sorry, Adrian. It's okay. We're back live today, okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I was sitting on the beach. I apologize.
So, Travis, next year we should try bringing him to the World Outlaws or
high limit racing.
Travis, we're talking to all those sanctioning bodies right now, as you can talk about, okay? And Peyton Burkhart, definitely been a fun year for our family and being able to race in Hutch. Peyton, I can't thank you enough, buddy. You've done a great job racing with us. You and your family have a lot of history there in Hutch, and known your grandpa and your dad and your uncles for quite a while. I should say since '93 when I moved to Hutch, they were cleaning the buildings there at the Chevy store where I went to work. So yes, so Peyton, thank you much for that, for racing with us and everything else. Love watching you race and everything else from that part too. Fred Freeman, excited for October the 5th. Hey, Fred, so are we. Are you excited for October 5th?
I'm pretty excited for October 5th. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Adrian, it's your birthday too?
Happy birthday.
Anyway, Brandon Miller, y'all done a great job this season. Can't wait for the future. Brandon, thank you again. You've raced with us a bunch. I think he's been here every night too. So, Brandon, thank you. You've had some good showings. That old stock car's been zinging around that big half mile. Of course, you've been around that thing just a few times, I think.
He's made a few laps there. The Miller family has only made a handful of laps of that place.
Just a handful each race.
Jeremy Kane, it did throw my schedule off with no Salt City podcast. Yeah, mind you, we don't miss much. But
we don't miss much. I wasn't even thinking about it until all of a sudden I sent a dawn on me when I was getting ready to go get on an airplane. I wasn't going to be here, so
right.
But from that part, so again, everybody, going to be a short show tonight. We kind of updated everybody. I think what we've got. I think we've answered all the questions. Get ready for September the 20th. We'll be live from there. Hopefully next week we can give you a final countdown of all the dates and tell you that the contract is sent to the fair. I hope that's where we're going to be at. And we'll be able to give you some dates for 2025, I hope, or give you the preliminary temporary,
or at least some teaser
dates that we'll have for 2025 from that part.
Any info on the specials in November?
Weather permitting is what I'm going to tell you there, Eddie. Weather permitting. Would I love to race in November? You bet I would. Last year we could have raced in November. We'll just have to see how that works with the fair board and how that works with their schedules and all that kind of stuff too.
We can put something together.
Love to
do something.
We had it on a tentative schedule, and then they would not take me out on a cancel date, and I didn't want to take the gamble of having to pay their cancellation fee, so that's why we backed the November date off. But they worked with us on October the 5th very well and very gracious, so that was great. So I hope we can do it again if the weather's good. The weather might not be worth a darn in November.
I have no idea.
We posted that out a while back, and a couple of guys posted we're going to be racing snowmobiles. No, we're not racing snowmobiles.
No, we're not.
So
we're definitely looking for some other classes, but not snowmobiles.
Yeah. So anyway, Saturdays for next year, Mike, working on different things with that and trying to work with all the different classes. Shouldn't say classes. I should say other tracks to work together from that part. So anyway, hang tight to the schedule. Hopefully we can have you some dates next week on the live podcast at 6:00 next Wednesday and give you some better stuff too. And hopefully that contract is sent to Brian at the fair board so we can have that tell you that for sure that the contract is in his hand moving forward. So anything else, Nick? Anything else we left out or anything?
Man, I don't think so. Yeah, short show today, and it's just been a crazy week, and because we were gone last week, so just trying to play catch up on everything. But let's just keep on trucking. So
keep on trucking, and everybody keep supporting. Keep jumping on the Facebook page and everything else from that part. Get ready for September the 20th and October the 5th. Yes, Jeremy, I got your videos. So anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hang tight for next week. At 6:00 Wednesday, we'll go live again too, or you can tune in 9:00 on my Under the Hood show because we always somehow or another, Nick, we always get talking about Salt City on the Under Hood show too. So tune in Saturday morning at 9:00 or next Wednesday or both, all of it. I don't care. Yeah. Next Wednesday at 6:00, and we'll hopefully have some more updates and everything else too. John, long way from home, trucking through there from Utah. So never been to Utah, so know what that's like up there either. Anyway, everybody, hey, have a great evening. Have a great week. What's left of it. We'll talk to you next Wednesday at 6:00, or jump in Saturday at 9:00. We can tune in again. I love talking about everything we can talk about in the automobile world. Saturday morning at 9:00 at Under the Hood show. Everybody have a great night. Nick, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Have a good night, everybody.